Miss Owen. We are going to paint our Jeep to camo, and we're going to use this paint and this painting tape and this washing stuff. I don't know.
Okay, so the first thing we want to do is strip off as much junk that we're not going to paint as possible. Pulled my sway bar cover off. Previously Plasti dipped my front grille black, so I got as much of that off as possible. I pulled the headlight trim out, pulled the latches off both sides, pulled the bumpers and the footman's loop, whatever you call that thing. Went in, pulled the wipers and the 4 screws that go across. Pulled the mirrors off. That was fun. One of those stripped out. Big loads of fun. Pulled the fender flares off. Again, big loads of fun. One of my nut certs on the other side was spinning, so I had to cut it off with a grinder. Pulled the gas bezel off. Pulled the tail lights off and the license plate bracket. Wait.
The next thing you want to do is washing with dish soap, which is this, and that's it. The next thing you want to do is wipe your whole Jeep with wiping alcohol. Wiping alcohol. Like this, folks. Just like that.
What's it get rid of?
It gets rid of allergy.
No. Red.
Renda. I don't know.
Residue.
The next thing you want to do is you want to put painting tape on and then some newspaper, and that's it.
Okay, we've got it all taped off with the different indications of what colors we're going to have. Black, red, gray, across the whole Jeep. And let's use the messy garage in the back. Across the back. When I started doing this, I realized I should have took the tire carrier off, but man, it'd be a lot of extra work. So we'll start it like this. And if I need to redo the back, we can, because it's PlastiDip, you can pull it off. So there we go. And I also have some half doors that I'm going to do at a later time. I'll just put them on and try to make the lines kind of match up somewhat. It does not have to be perfect. So anyway, next thing I'm going to do is take these newspapers and cover everything that's supposed to stay white. And then once I've done that, I will go back and... So what we got to do next. So what we have to do next is take these newspapers and tape them down along the lines and cover everything except for one color. I think I'll start with red. I need to go look and see what's going to be easiest. And then we'll spray that color 2 or 3 coats until it's done. And then we'll take that tape off and we'll re-put paper down and do the whole other color. This does seem like it's going to be a tedious process, but that's the best way I could think of to do it. And we'll take another video clip after we do the first color. Okay, I just spent a lot of time taping off for one color, and it sucked. So this better turn out awesome, because otherwise I'm not going to be a happy camper. So anyway, used a lot of newspaper and a lot of tape just to get some sections, and like down there it's going to be white and black, but I got just enough for the overspray. And yeah, this is, I don't know, a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. So anyway, we're going to spray and see what happens, but wow, yeah, the taping sucks. So disregard everything that Owen and I told you about taping off the Jeep and using newspapers to block off different sections for different colors. That failed miserably. I ended up just doing it all by hand with no tape, and I think the outcome's okay, but it's not as great as I hoped. I have gotten a lot of compliments on it though. So let me show you what's going on. So when I went to pull the tape off after round one of painting, the edges were pulling the PlastiDip off with it as well, and I was unable to get the look I wanted. And then anytime I put tape on top of PlastiDip and pulled it off, it would pull the edges off. So what I ended up doing is just kind of did it by hand. I got a good base layer on. There was quite a bit of overspray, so I had, you know, black on my white and vice versa. And so I came back for my last coat, and I would hold a piece of cardboard along the edge and respray to prevent overspray. So the majority is Plasti-dipped. I went and bought some white Plasti-dip as well, except for where some stickers were and the logo. And in hindsight, maybe I should have dipped over those as well. But it turned out pretty good. You can see some of my original tape lines here, or this square. I don't know if you can see it in the video. That's where it where it originally was taped. But I've probably got about 4 layers of Plasti-dip on it now. And I've done my doors, full doors as well. And that is the PlastiDip Jeep. For the record, my wife hates it. So if you want to have a happy home life, you might not do this, depending on your significant other. And again, you know, it peels off very easy. So if I need to change up, I can, or I can just throw a new color down and keep going. This is the Myjeepheap PlastiDip Urban Camo.